Hey and welcome, I'm your boy Solo. In this video I'll be going over how to add alerts to your overlay with Stream Elements and OBS. So if you're looking to have recent followers, subs, hosts, and raids always showing up on your overlay, let's jump into it. Okay, to get started, we're going to head over to streamelements.com. Over here on the left hand side, we're going to click on the streaming tools. Here we're just going to go to my overlays. And for this example, I'll just be creating a new overlay, but you can add this to an existing overlay if you already have one. For this example, I'm just going to be making one from scratch as this is aimed at somebody that's just starting. Okay, so we're just going to go over here and click the new overlay. Now it's going to prompt you with overlay resolution. I suggest making this here the same size as your screen. So if your screen is 1920 by 1080, make this 1080p. If you have a 1440p or if you're unfortunately at 720p, you can make it those resolutions as well. You don't have to make it the full 1080p. I just suggest for the best compatibility and making sure that it fits to make it the same size as your screen, as it will fit exactly the way it looks. Okay, once we select 1080p and click start. Okay, in here it's pretty basic. At the very bottom here, we're going to see a blue plus sign. You can go down here and click it. Now here in the labels is where everything you need is going to be. This is going to be your subscriber, your latest, your total, all times, your goals, followers, bits. Everything you need for this here example is going to be in this here one tab, in the labels tab. Okay, now before I jump right into it here, there is a couple ways that you can do this here to line it up. If you already have an overlay, after you give this here a name, we're just going to name this one here overlay alert labels is good enough. Okay, so once you name it, you can click the save. Now what we can do is we can copy the overlay URL right now and add it to our OBS so that when we add something here, we'll be able to see it in real time in our OBS. So let's go open OBS and I'll just be a minute. Okay, once you open OBS, just click on the plus sign here and add a browser source. We're gonna call this one here alert labels. Click OK. Paste the URL that we copied earlier. Make sure that we make this 1920 by 1080. Keeping these things the same size will help it be more consistent and prevent you from having things not line up exactly the way you want them to. Alright, we're going to click OK. I'm going to turn the camera off so we don't see echoes of the background, and then we're going to go back to Stream Elements and click on this plus. The first one I'm going to add is follower. So I want to have the latest follower, just a single one. You can have more than one and you can have them moving as well. And then you can place it here on the screen. We're going to delete the latest follower out of here so it says nothing beside it. We just want to move this here around for now. And click save and go back and view it here in OBS. Okay, so that's where it will be on your screen. Now I'm gonna make sure to add my overlay. Okay, and we're back. So here it is lined up like I was saying, almost in the right spot. So I know I need to go over a little bit and up a little bit. We're gonna save it. Go back, we need to push it up just a tiny bit more. You can also make this your screen smaller and see it. So there we go, that's about centered. That will work for me. And the next one we're gonna add is host. Never mind, the next one I'm going to put in is subscribers. And it's the same thing, we're gonna use the latest subscriber. We don't want subscribers, we just want the latest subscriber. And we're gonna do the same thing, we're gonna move it over here. We know we're about at the top that it should be. We don't have a latest subscriber to show up there, unfortunately. But what we're going to do is we're going to line it up where it says the latest subscriber. And then what we're going to do is delete it. Put a 1 in front and 1 behind. We're just checking the position. So then I'm going to move this here over into its position. And we're just going to get this as centered as possible. That actually looks pretty good. We're just going to move it up just a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, now we delete those ones. And click save again. Now, even though you don't see it, it is there. And we can start adding the next one. I'll add is going to be for hosts and raids. I'm not going to add one for bits this time or tips. These ones here you can add. It's the exact same thing, but I'm just going to do hosts and raids. So recent hosts, I'm going to stick down here. And see, first thing you click save, it will show up there right away. And then I'm going to quickly go to labels and go to raids. Add the latest raids. We didn't have any, but we're going to stick it over here anyways. We're going to click save, and then we're going to see where it is. Those will work fine for this here example. So that will be the follows, subs, raids, and hosts. And they'll all show up on the screen. So every single time you get one, they'll go. And there's ways to make it do other things as well. Like you can make these here scroll. If you add latest followers, you can add multiple ones. So for example, if I go here and go to labels and go to followers, and where it says the latest, you can put recent followers and click it here, and it will allow you to have so many more. So this way we'll show multiple ones. So there's other ones that you can use in here. Follower count, total followers, and your follower goals as well. So you can set your follower goals up here and it'll count off for you. So if you've seen that on other streams and you wanted to set up something like follower goals, you can set this here and it says 0 follows out of 59 or however it's set up. And it'll tell you that you can set your goals to 100. I have 59, so I'm almost there already. That's perfect. And you can set that somewhere for your sub goal. Every single time you get a sub, this will update on your stream as well. So there's a lot of other things you can add to this here overlay. For this here example, I didn't want to go too crazy, but those things will show up right away. Okay, we're going to turn this here up to 5 or down to 5. Don't worry, it just looks like this for now. Size we want it. We only want the size of one name. We're just going to stick this one right here. And we're going to go down here to text settings. Now, if this is turned on, turn it off and turn it back on. And it'll start the scrolling once you click save. Okay, there we go. It just took a couple minutes. It might have just taken a few minutes to update from here. And we have our scrolling text. It's all scrolling that's supposed to be scrolling perfectly. Those took a couple minutes to start. You may have to turn them on and off. And there you go. There's your follows, your subs, your alerts, everything that you would need on the page. And you can place these any which way you want to. If you wanted an easier way to do this here, and you didn't want to do this here with the website looking back and forth, I would suggest going back, clicking a new overlay, making it the same size, and adding yourself an image. Now, when you add these here images, you can upload any one of the things that you already have. So if you have one of your overlays already available, I would just upload that image. When you click upload, you have to scroll all the way down and click the upload button. There you go. Here you can just click submit your picture. And size it up. I'll change the image to the correct one. There we go. And do the same thing again. Just add your image. Upload the image. Select your other parts of your overlay. And just continue this your process until you have your overlay kind of sorted. Okay, and there you go. Now this is what I would use for a template. You can click save and name it overlay labels 2. Click save. Go back here to layers. And it's just the same thing. Instead of having to look back and forth, you can just build it in here. So it's as easy as just going in and adding your labels. Subscriber, latest subscriber. There it is. I know it's going to be right here because I can see the box around it. And I don't want their information in there. This is where the box is. So this might be a little bit easier for you to work on. We just use a 1-1. This is how I fix my problem. Makes it big enough to move. And delete it. Alright, that should be good. Then when we click save, it will be there, and we can just continue on the process. Add your label, your next one, your follower. We're going to put that there and delete the name. We don't want that to say follower because we have our icons here. You can have it say follower if you want to. That's up to you. And there we go. That's the next one. Now we're just going to add a host and a raid. And again, that's just as easy as clicking them in. Add it down here. It's a little harder to see down here. So you can place it down here and then look on your OBS later on if you would like to. And latest raid. I'm going to leave the no data up there so we can see it. And that's it. There you go. That might be a lot easier for you to do it like that if you have the ability to upload your overlay and then just click save. Copy the link. Open your OBS and we'll just add a new browser source. The same way, we're just naming them whatever we want now. Paste the browser source, 1920 by 1080, and click OK. And there we go. Can't even really tell them apart. So see how much better lining up I did? I had a lot more fine tuning on here, so I had a little bit more room that I could move things around. But that's all there is to it. That's both ways that you can do it. All you have to do is make sure you just make sure that you save them after every single time that you make an update, so before it'll update in your screen. And you can even edit this live, so if you're live and you find a problem with it, you can adjust it while you're live. It won't matter. It'll just take a few minutes to update. All you have to do after that is just place the desired alert labels and you're done. If you think I may have forgot or left something out, definitely leave a comment below. But if you like or found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching, guys.